everyone, welcome to Love Infinity Magic. This is Rajshri. Hope you're doing good. Today we are back with another tarot reading, and today we are just going to see what is there for you, see what is happening for you, see what's coming for you. So we are going to just check these details. Today we are going to have just a very free flowing reading, and let's see what the universe wants to tell us. So yeah, let's start your reading. Keep in mind these are general collective messages. They may and may not resonate with you. Take the messages that resonates with you and leave the rest. Try to connect with me, and let's start with your reading. Please connect me to the collective, dear spirits. Please connect me to the collective and give me the messages for the collectives. Nice. Oh my god. You are coming out of some kind of very, how do I say? But we have to say regardless. Let's see. So your reading is opening with the star card. The star card is wish fulfillment. The star card. Okay, so I am getting that it's not your wish fulfillment. The star card over here means this star card talks about the energy of this universe. The universe is gifting you something. With the star card, I'm getting a completely different message today that it is not your wish fulfillment. You have been through a very rough phase, a very rough cycle in your life where you have been through a lot. You have been through a lot, like whatever you have gone through, it was not something easy and not something that one can come out of it easily. So you have had your fair share of struggles, your your heart pain, heartbreak, you know, something burdened you, you felt you were being backstabbed, you felt being deceived. So life has not been easy recently for you. You have been through a lot. You have been through a lot. But I'm also getting that maybe you were neglecting something earlier, like before this destructive phase occurred in your life. I see that you were in the self sabotaging energy where you were not really aware about yourself. You were not really aware about the things that were happening. You just like being too easy. You were in your comfort zone a lot, like I'm getting that you just got into your comfort zone, and you just wanted to live your life from that comfortable space. But that was not meant for you. You were meant to grow. You were meant to, okay. You were meant to grow, and you were meant to. I just heard something fallen, right? So you were meant to rise, but in order to value that ascension, you were meant to rise. When I say that, it means you were meant to awaken, you were meant to ascend into your higher self, but you got too comfortable, you got into your comfort zone, and I think you were just lazing around, and lazing around in a sense, uh, you you had the idea that you have to do something, you were aware of your purpose, but maybe you were not focusing on it too much. So yeah, so the universe had the universe had no other option than to shake you, to give you this little shake so that you can fall, like, release what is needed to be released, so that you can awaken, to shake you to awaken. Okay, so you are meant to rise. In order to rise, you had to fall first. So you experienced that fall in your life recently, I'm getting. You experienced that falling down in your life, and that fall was not easy. Like, you could have, like, broken your legs or something. It's just a metaphor. Like, the fall really had a deep impact on you. It hurt you. It broke you. It shattered you. You got deceived. Like, this fall literally shook you emotionally, physically, energetically, in every way possible. Like, in every way possible, where you felt like your world has turned upside down. So, and suddenly now I got thirsty. So I'm getting that, yes, this fall was not easy, and this fall um, reminded you of yourself. This fall reminded you of about your existence, why you came here in the first place. Secondly, what is the purpose of your life, and why you were not living your life in alignment with that. What were the things that you were taking for granted? What were the things that you were not serious about, and you were putting it aside? I'll do later, maybe I'll do this later, maybe I'm not prepared for it. Whatever XYZ reasons, explanations you had that were not in alignment with your ascension, with your awakening, with your rise. So what has happened is, you experience this deep, intense, extreme pain, hurt, betrayal, trauma in your emotional space. It could be regarding your family. You felt being deceived by your family. You felt being hurt by your family. It could be your spouse. It could be your girlfriend, boyfriend, partner, your friends, whoever. I'm hearing the mask had fallen. So you got to see the real face of people. You got to see and you got to know who are there for you and who are not there for you. Right? So you had experienced all this, and it was not easy for you. It was not at all easy for you. You have been through a lot. You have been through a lot. And it's like it has shaken your soul. Like, the hurt, the pain that you have felt, it was not on the physical level only. You felt it in your soul, in your heart, in your consciousness. Like, it could have awakened even some of your past life traumas, pain coming from there, that needed attention, that needed healing, that needed purging. So this shaking up has happened in your life recently. This shaking up has happened recently only to embark you into this new journey, new beginning. And also, we have this Hierophant and this High Priestess. Okay, so it is talking about taking your lessons, and it is talking about rising up as well, ascending into your higher self. It is talking about reaching your higher consciousness. So this is the whole process that you might not, you might not be aware of. Like, there might be a lot of questioning going on. Why is this happening with me? Why am I facing this constant misfortune? Why am I facing this constant loss? Why I feel stuck? Why my life keeps on getting into the same cycle of blockages? So there might be a lot of questions. So everything that I told you, why it all happened, these are the answers of your whys. Why is it happening with you? What is the purpose? And if you were not aware what was happening to you, so this was happening. It was a spiritual shift that took place in your life, an energetic shift that took place in your life to really like shake you to your awakening. Okay, so there's a lot of noise. That's why I have to pause and then restart again. And if you can hear, the plane is taking off. So the universe had to shake you in order to like let you take off from where you were. You needed to awaken, you needed to raise your consciousness, and universe has many surprises in stores for you. Like I'm hearing gifts and surprises. Universe has many gifts and surprises in stores for you. Like there's good things in store for you. But what I'm getting over here is that you were not in alignment with your true purpose. You were not in alignment with what you were meant to, what or where you were meant to be. You are too much in your comfort zone. So in order to get out of your like lower vibrational space, in order to get you out of your comfort zone, the universe had to like shake you, to drop you, so that you can rise again. You were kind of in the process of burning and rising like a phoenix. So you were experiencing this cycle of death and rebirth, where you had to shed the older version of you, and with this rebirth to awaken the new version of yourself. So all these processes have been taking place in your life. Whatever you are experiencing, it is not someone punishing you. It is not someone, hurting you or dragging you. It's not happening to you. It is all happening for you. It is all happening for you. So you just have to shift your focus. Okay, so it was not happening to you, it was all happening for you, so that you can shift your focus, realign yourself, raise your consciousness, and so that you can get into this alignment where you can receive all the gifts and surprises from the universe. You don't even have any idea, you don't have any idea what universe has planned for you, what you came here to experience, and you were just settling for a mediocre life, and the universe had to remind you. And it doesn't, the transformation doesn't happen gently, like one day you are sleeping and you get these downloads and you wake up and suddenly you are experiencing this higher level of consciousness and life is all good, spiritual bliss. It doesn't work like that. In order to transformation For the transformation to take place, you have to shed and release your older version. And it's like transformation is mostly the energy of the snake. So snake the snake is always releasing, shedding its skin, right? The way the snake sheds its skin, you were supposed to shed your old version and get into this energy of transformation and get into this new version, new you. So the shedding is always a very painful process, and no spiritual awakening or ascension can happen without pain. Pain plays a very important role. Pain is highly spiritual experience, and pain plays a very important role in the process of transformation of humans. So you were like forced to experience this pain through this through this hurt, pain, betrayal that you have gone through, that you have experienced recently, or you are still processing it. So it's not something happening to punish you. What is happening? It's whatever is happening. It's just to remind you of who you are. It's just to take you to your higher level of consciousness. It is your process of spiritual awakening. It is your process of uh, getting into the alignment of your higher self, so that you can have those things that you are meant to have only when you reach into this vibration of your higher self. You cannot have big things while vibrating low, and you are vibrating low. So the universe had to remind you, the universe had to do something for you to raise your consciousness, to okay. I'm suddenly seeing blue color. Blue color could be very significant over here. That reminds you of something. That reminds you of something that is connected to your pain, to this painful cycle that you are going through, or you have gone through. So take however it resonates. It is the message is going to be different for everyone. It's the same message, but it will resonate with different people differently, because not the same thing is happening in everyone's life, right? So you have to go through this process, and it was like very divinely timed to take at this point in your life, and you're not running out, and it's not that you're losing time. It's nothing that like that. Everything is happening on its due time, when it's supposed to happen. When you're supposed to reach somewhere, you will reach there. You will not be delayed. You are not at all delayed, my love. You're not delayed. You are at the right place at the right time. Everything is happening in divine alignment. So instead of doubting yourself, instead of questioning yourself, why not question? Like, why not? Okay, so I just got, why not take the right questions in order to get the right answers? It is very important to ask questions. And who are you going to ask questions? Like, if you're going to talk about these things to your friends, naturally they're not going to. Anyone who not in this process, they're not going to understand this process or anything that you're experiencing. For them, it will be like, oh, forget everything, sleep on it, go take a trip, and you'll be fine. So it's not like that. You have to ask the right question to the right people, or to the right ones. When I say the right ones, connect with your spirit guides. Maybe this is the right time to connect with your spirit guides, whoever you believe in, God, goddesses, deities, universe, your ancestors, whoever you believe in, connect with them. This is the right time to connect with your spirit guides, and all you will receive all your answers. All your answers will be, I'm just hearing, granted to you. You just have to make efforts. You just have to keep moving forward. Even if you're crawling, crawl, but don't stay stuck. That is the guidance for you. Please give me some last messages for my collective. Your journey is not going to be an easy. Your path is not going to an easy one. Your path is never going to be easy. Regardless of who you are, male, female, however you recognize yourself. See, I was just talking about this transformation, and this death card appeared. Okay, so most of the things that are happening to you, it is your own subconscious fears. It is your own subconscious fears, and also and also be attentive to your dreams at this point. Okay, so your path is not an easy one. You have to get into this higher consciousness, you have to get into this high priestess energy, and this high priestess is a divine feminine energy, and we also have this empress card supporting this. So right now forget about purpose, right now forget about doing something, achieving something, working on something, what your purpose is. The purpose comes much later. First you have to ascend into your higher self, into your divine feminine energy. You are in a distorted energy right now, male, female, whoever is hearing me. You are in your distorted energy right now. From there, you have to balance yourself into a masculine or a feminine energy. You have to find that balance of inner masculine and inner feminine, and from there you have to rise in your divine feminine. So this process and this journey is not going to be an easy one. You will constantly face this, you will constantly have to go through the cycle of birth and rebirth, through the cycle of transformation, and you have to experience multiple transformations in order to ascend. You have to literally burn yourself to purify yourself, purge everything, and get into this higher state. So it is not going to be easy, not at all, but it will be worth it. Everything will be worth it. So your total focus should be on your ascending, on your ascension, on your awakening, on your raising your vibrations to ascend into a divine feminine energy. And divine feminine doesn't mean a female. You can be a man, a woman, anywhere in between. You have to get into this energy of a nurturer, of someone who creates, who gives birth, who nurtures. As I was talking about this feminine energy, so forget about your purpose, and all your focus should be to ascend into your feminine energy, your divine feminine energy. Now, regardless of how you recognize yourself, male, female, anywhere in between, a feminine energy is someone who gives birth, who is very creative, who is highly creative, who nurtures, nourishes, and who understands her worth, her worth. So you have to get into this creative energy. You have to get into this energy of creation. Create something. Do whatever you feel like, but create something. Don't stay stagnant. Don't stay stuck just because right now things are not going as you want, but you might still have something left in you. So work on that. Work on those areas of your life, and that is how you will be able to complete this cycle, and you will become receptive to all those gifts and surprises that universe has for you. So yeah, with this we come to the end of this reading. I hope you like today's reading, you like the free flowing messages, how it came, and I hope this reading gave you some kind of guidance, clarity, information, anything that you needed to know. And if it did, do like, share, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I also offer private tarot readings and healings if you want to book a session with me. The details are given below in the description box, you can check there. And thank you so much for watching. Thank you.